Hey fellow cultists, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, episode 31, Pighead. Right at the start, we're going to continue searching for relic information. We need 2 more pieces of information. We also wanted to invoke the Void, because our entity research is very incomplete for the advanced stuff, and do the marauder camp, which was offered to us for a Neuralink, which is going to be in 4.5 days. Now, the question I have for you guys is, what should I do first? Psylink or Provoke Void? You guys will be able to decide. For other general base maintenance, let's see. Can anyone be inserted here? No. Well, Jazz, but we're not scanning our sangophages. At least not our non-duplicate ones. It looks like the Northern Corrupted Obelisk needs a fair bit of suppression. And then the West one as well. Got it. Gotta be careful with that. We don't want them to go haywire. Oh, you're not seeing the poll? That's because I never started it. Oh, it's Sunday. I have not had enough coffee, apparently. I swear, I really am a professional, guys. Truly. Have mercy on me. My brain's a little frazzled today. I think it's frazzled every day, but let's just go with it's also frazzled today. Oh, well, Dave got a little bit of infection. We could fix that. Maybe you shouldn't let spellopedes rip you apart. Just saying. Oh, I could use more coffee? Well, thank you. So if we are going to go after the Psylink, our death rest timers are maxed, so we won't really need death rest anytime soon. The Marauder camp is... Oh, I need to accept the quest. So it's a bandit camp guarded by 9 Edekin, and I'm going to have to go there myself. Now, I do have 3 horses, which will aid me in getting there. With 9 enemy Edekin, I'm not sure it's a wise idea just to send 3 people on the 3 horses. I'm actually going to kill the donkey. Sorry, donkey. Meaning that, like, yeah, we're going to have a little bit more of an entourage than that, I think. That's probably safe. There is one last thing to do over here, which is a little bit of hidden conduit to allow this detector powered on. This detector is on. All of this old infrastructure for where we used to have the animals penned up can get gone, I guess. And I'm going to stick, I don't know, caravan pack spot. We have our stockroom here, and we have a barn here. I feel like if I punched a hole here, I could caravan pack here and it would be very easy. So maybe this specific shelf should go bye-bye. And then stick a door in there so that we can pack very fast. It's nice. I generally don't design bases that are like able to be quick packed, but I think there's a bit of a benefit. So we're going to go after the Psylink first. Got it. So let's hit that. It is. So we're in April, May. We don't have like the winter walk timer. So it's only a day and a half away. Yeah, it should be fine to bring ghouls. That was my main concern, is like, if it's a bit too far, ghouls kind of run out of food and we have to make pit stops, but that's not too far. That should be fine. Hey, ghouls. Speaking of which, let's go beat up a bear. Cammy, thank you for the sub. And Ev Myskov, too. I'm 100% sure I said that wrong. So, sorry. I'm illiterate. I'm barely literate. Just the way I was. Just the way I am. And X Gamer, thank you for the resub, too. Did someone mention coffee? Yes, absolutely. Coffee is my lifeblood. Alright, well, there's one bear. Is there any other nice targets to go for? I guess we can yak attack. Mostly just going after the high-yield meat stuff. The tasty stuff. Hope my week has been good? It's been pretty good, yeah. Thank you. I hope your week has been good. Okay, so the raw resource stockpile is properly stockpiley now, which is good. I don't really need a roof over it, so I'm not going to bother. Let me put concrete here. I shouldn't burn through all of my steel, because there is a very finite amount of steel on this map tile, but that wasn't unaffordable. Oh, look, you guys failed at attacking this yak. Judgment. And the ghouls will have their fill. Yeah, come on, you're fed. No! Nabla, stop it. That is ghoul food. Nabla was like, oh, let me just grab the ghoul, grab the yak out from under them. You want to become next for being munched? Go ahead. Try to take food away from a ghoul that's hungry. That's a terrible idea. So my 4 ghouls just ate half a yak. Glad they enjoyed it. In terms of the other food to get out to the point, let's see. Because obviously we primarily rely upon, well, we do have fine meals. I don't have anything that, like, keeps. But I think what we could do is just make a run for it. And just bring meals. Because if we're on horseback, like, so we have 3 horses. So if we bring, like, let's say a Valka and 3 ghouls, 2 of the 3 ghouls will be on horseback and we'll get there very fast. I think a Valka and 3 ghouls can take out a camp of Edekin. I sure hope. And then a Valka is, of course, the one that stands to gain, because she'll go to Silent 3. So we are, at the moment, just about wrapping up with regular fabrication. I am going to assume, and I'm not even going to pull for it, that we're going to go to advanced fabrication once we hit fabrication, because there's really no point in having one without the other. Well, there is a point if you need components, but we don't need components as much as we need advanced components. But with that said, all of the ship chunks that are on the map, I think it's probably time to break them down for components. Because the fabrication bench is rather expensive. There's a lot of compacted machinery on this map tile that has not yet been mined. But I as you probably will know, I like to leave compacted machinery alone, so that when it's time for a fabrication bench, you're not screwed, so to speak. So where to put this? If it was here, it would link to the tool cabinets. Maybe I'll put it there. It's like ugly there, but I can move things around and have it be less. Actually, it makes far more sense if the tool cabinets were like in the center of the room. Space already occupied. Oh, yeah, no, it is. So yeah, I'll rearrange the room a little bit and get that set up. Carthrain, you can't do that. I'll have Avalka move things around. Or Jazz. Jazz is already doing it. Alright, Jazz, we're going to do a little bit of remodeling here. Originally, I'd thrown this room together with, like, without much more than a passing thought of the layout. But now that we're getting a fabrication bench, which can't be uninstalled, I have to definitely decide on where things should be, and because they don't get moved again. So with the tool benches in the center, it'll be a lot easier to hook up to it. And then maybe I'll have like a floating fabrication bench rather than pushed up against the wall. What blocks do I have? I've got lots of sandstone. So we'll do sandstone shelving for steel components, advanced components, gold, plasteel, parts in progress. These are more shelves than I would need, but I'm going to start setting these up. So this will be for gold. Plasteel. Components. Let's do advanced components. And then this will be unfinished component. Maybe I'll do other unfinished. So unfinished. Well, it could all be on this. Where's my unfinished? So unfinished component, unfinished advanced, tech, unfinished belt, bionic. I'll just... What shouldn't be in here is maybe a shorter list. Subcore, simple armor, sculpture, piano. That's probably fine. So we've got, so far, gold, plasteel, components, advanced components, steel, and then 2 empty shelves, which could end up being bioferrite for the bioferrite shaper. So I'll put bioferrite here. And what other commonly? Maybe uranium? Oh, they're landing on Nabla. All right, Avalka, take up position here. Dave, you just heal. No, you're still sick. So, like, stay away. Randy, go here. Leave that door propped open. Jazz, go there. Slaves, get out of the way. And ghouls, frenzy your way in. Ow. They literally landed. Oh, wow. Nabla got lucky. His head is almost fully cut off. I hear that is a... yeah, that's not like a good condition to have. Is your head almost cut off? He's gonna start patching himself. So if the ghouls are here... Okay, so there's a cluster closer to Avalka. But, like, worst case scenario, she can long jump out of there or something. It also has me realize that my bait beacon... Oh, no, this wasn't centered on the bait beacon. It was centered on Nabla. Yeah, right on top of you. Yeah. And my bait beacon, I believe, is still working. Okay, so the ghouls are rushing in. Trying to get within adjacency of the targets so that they can't, you know, shoot. Especially the one with the Molotovs. So what weapons do they have? You've got a combat shotgun, so that's going to be annoying. You have a grenade, but I'm glad Fish Pickles is within melee range. This would have been a really annoying fight if I didn't have ghouls, like, at the ready. Because they have a lot of throwables that would have destroyed a considerable amount of the base otherwise. Frickin' pigs. Brady Bill has a flesh tendril, or flesh whip, so that's a pretty good melee weapon. I'm going to have Brady Bill go in. GMT, you're free to do whatever. And then Carthrain, undraft because you're sort of mentally broken. Crackhead, come hither. Weirlig, you're honestly too far away. You're not even going to be useful in this fight. Okay, so that's everyone. I like how I went to the effort of building like nice kill boxes, and then they land on my head. They literally land on my head. They literally directly on my head. Head on. Apply directly to my forehead. Well, the ghouls are absolutely massacring. Moxie's getting a little beat up. But she'll be, I mean, you know, if she dies, it's so very easy to resurrect her. It ain't no thing. Same with Lordix. Fish Pickles ripped through his target, so he's going to go help Lordix. And Nabla has sewn his head back on. Like you do. Popag, really? You want to fight a vampire toe-to-toe? Has anyone told you you're an idiot? Because if they haven't, you're an idiot. And if they have, you're still an idiot. Alright, I don't like punch shooting my ghouls, so... Ghoul Frenzy. Avalka ripped that pigskin apart with her bare hands, as one would expect, and they're fleeing. They have some regrets. Pug up. Let's look at you. So you're missing a toe. You're dead in a few hours. Jazz, go coagulate him, because I'm going to scan his genes. There might be... I haven't checked, but I'm sure there's pigskin genes that I would want. Oh, did you just beat him to death? Like, right as you coagulated him? That's cool. Well, that was easy, but now there's a lot of cleanup to do. Good job, Brady Bill. Jazz, you got shot in the neck? Which I guess doesn't really matter for a vampire. Very hard to kill vampires. With all of that slag, the smelter's still going. Good. Alright, Avalka, just coagulate him, so we can get back to business. And then also coagulate Brady Bill. And she herself has a little bit of wounds, but like not much, so it should be fine. Yeah, lightning could kill a vampire with the head ripped off. Sure. No, I mean, obviously. As far as I could tell, we didn't have anything get destroyed. The other thing is, just to make sure that this orbital beacon is the newer one, I'm going to move it twice. So that I am absolutely positive that it's the correct one. I'll explain that for those that don't know what I'm talking about. Pod drop raids. There's 3 types of pod drop raids. And one type is where they pick a random colonist to land on, or random person. In this case, it was Nabla. Another type is they scatter around and they misfire, so you have pod drop raiders everywhere around the map. And the third type is they target your orbital trade beacons. But the orbital trade beacon that they target is the oldest one that was installed, that has clear access, that isn't blocked by overhead mountain, and that has an adjacent open tile next to it. So this orbital trade beacon fulfills those requirements. It doesn't need to be plugged in, that doesn't matter. Where it isn't roofed up, it has a spot next to it, and it is the first one that was built. Or first one, or oldest one that was installed. And those are the requirements for the pod drop raiders. So, just to make sure it was Nabla that got landed on and not my trade stockpile, I'm moving the trade beacon twice, you know. You really only need to move it once, but the purpose is to make sure that that future raids wouldn't target this beacon. So, that's the mechanics behind that. Oh, we are going to be porking. Well, okay, that means something very different. We're going to be... Pork is the one we love. We'll be eating pork. Oh, the other thing I could do is a textile here. So dread leather and thrumbo fur. I think those are the textiles we most value. Yeah, everything's getting tidied up. We're, of course, going to have a lot of clothing to get rid of, but, yeah, that's fine. So once we're all repaired up and ready to go, I will send a strike team out to the marauder camp and take that out. Yep. Nabla got infected. Actually, yeah, GMT, you do it. Do we even... You know what? I'm just gonna miracle heal it. Nabla's infection was healed. You're welcome. It was off cooldown. I figured, why not? GMT is tidying up. There's still a few pigskins left to be hauled, but as you can see, there's really not space for them until we melt down their clothing. Actually, I kind of like the tree, the random tree that's there. If only it could be a harbinger tree. It'd be really cool if you could uproot those. Maybe, I'm not certain you can't. Maybe if we got tree sowing, but I don't see that harbinger trees are a tree that we can manage, so I'm going to assume they are not uprootable. Dave, you have a medical emergency. You'll be fine. Can unnatural healing help with crumbling mind? Well, the person that has unnatural healing is also the crumbled mind person. But no, I don't believe it can. If you mouse over crumbled mind, it says the condition is incurable. So the only way to cure it is to destroy the brain entirely and then resurrect him. Because, you know, it's not curable, but if he has a new brain, then it's been cured, right? So as far as I know, that is the only solution to a crumbled mind. Is killing them. You could probably kill them anyway, and then extract the skull, and then resurrect them, I'd imagine. Or cut their head off, or something, right? But they have to die in that way. Yeah, in the early stages when it's curable, So Crumbled Mind is curable before it fully develops, and it can be cured with Heal Max Serum, or Biosculptor, or Unnatural Healing, but once it advances to its final stage, it's brain removal or bust. So there is a window to cure it, but you have to move fast. Oh, exoticas. We have a lot of junk, so I suspect that that's going to be very beneficial. I'll let them go closer. Creepy joiners are a lot of fun. And I even think the term creepy joiner is a bit of a misnomer, because a lot of the creepy joiners aren't evil. They're just different. Right? They're not inherently creepy. They have some strange condition. Sometimes it's being evil, and then sometimes it's just like, you know, they need medical attention. They're not all the same. So all of our core colonists are basically recovered. We'll be able to go for that Psylink pretty soon. Where is the trade person? Oh, there he is. Yeah, the Random Stranger is one of my favorite things about the new DLC. Because it, ooh, Death Rest. It introduces just so much really cool stuff. Superheat tolerant and dark vision. That sounds fun. I'll take it. I already have dark vision, but I'm getting rid of some of the ones that, like, I just don't foresee caring about. Like, everything paired with delicate, because there's just not a case where I want to implant delicate. I'm sure there's more. I'm not being thorough, but that's fine. Oh, wow. Hallucin Stimulus, non-senescent, and Great Melee being sold as an Archetype pack. Well, we have all these Thrumbo horns, so I could probably buy some more. I think, I'm going to buy some gold, just because gold is going to be our super bottleneck for advanced components if I don't buy some. Because we only have a little bit. Oh, you know what? We have Packer Survival Mills. I didn't even realize. Alright, anything else I'm overlooking? There's probably some Psi trainers that would be useful to me. Words of Love is a 3. Avaka has what? Neural Heat Dump and I forget what else. Like Water Skip, I think, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. We'll do an Insaning Lance. For the books, don't care. No, like, actually, this book isn't bad. It's a shooting book. And this is the plants and shooting book. I guess I'll buy both. Expand our library. Alright, Avaka, what do you have? You have Water Skip and Neural Heat Dump. So I could do a chunk skip, but, like, I don't use chunk skip. It's not something I find useful, really. So I'm not going to bother with that. Jazz, you are going to be the lucky recipient of the serum. Wherever it just went. It just got, like, hauled away. Let's try to find that. Or actually, you know what? This time, I'm going to give it to Avalka, just so that I can have both of them on double accelerants. Because having both of them on Death Rest accelerators is going to significantly reduce, you know, downtime when resting. So we'll get one of those built. I don't even need that on right now. Alright, things look pretty clean. We have a bunch of bio-coded weapons and other weapons that probably need to get tidied up at some point. But, I think once Avalka is awake, I will send her and the ghouls out to get some of the Psylink, the third Psylink that we wanted. Can you guys stop picking up the kills? What I should do is just, like, as soon as I eat it, re-forbid it, because the colonists keep trying to grab the kills to haul them back. Nope. Sorry, fish pickles, there wasn't enough for you. I'll find you some food. Alright, Avalka is awake. So, put you on travel meals. Now that I realize I have travel meals. Form a caravan, headed north. It's gonna be 3 horses. Avalka. Let's do these 3. I'll leave Moxie behind. Yeah, bring the twisted meat, that's fine. I like how they just packed for themselves. I'm gonna pack a little bit more than the game told me to. Because I don't want hungry ghouls. But yeah, that looks right. Send. It's only gonna take 0.8 days. We're like having our travel time by using horses. Only one hemogen pack? I guess. Before I leave, I could always just, blood feed the top up. But I don't think I'm going to have any issues out there, because, we shouldn't be very long. It is funny that the auto-caravanning suggested 1 hemogen pack, even though that probably wasn't enough. But we won't be gone too long. Alright. So once she gets back, we will provoke the void. We have pretty good power generation, so I'm slowly just adding lit paths around the base so that we don't have to rely upon sunlight. Anyone be scanned? No. Yeah, no. You got a mysterious cargo quest that wasn't what you expected? It's not always something square and lovely. Sometimes it's other things that are less square and less lovely. Try not to spoil anything here. It's a little tricky. GMT, there's not work for you to do? That's weird. I'll have to come up with work. I have an idea. There's always stone cutting, right? You really, truly can never have enough stone. We have a huge wooden complex, and I would very much love at some point to replace the floors with stone, but it does require us to have a considerable amount of stone first. The other thing that we might want to do is, even though we don't have anyone that can make art worth a damn, to make void sculptures anyway, because the quality of the art doesn't really matter. It just matters that the void sculptures are present. So I'll have Brady Bill, or Big Brandy, rather. I'm just making up names at this point. There is a Brady Bill, but I'm going to have Big Brandy start to use our Biofire in that way. So ETA 0.2 days. We'll be there in just a sec. And I'm slowly just removing all of the soil so that we have fewer cleaning jobs to do, because the less you walk on dirt, the less you track it into the base. Oh, here we go. Ghouls, are you hungry? Fish Pickles is. Maybe have a quick raccoon snack before we go in. So let's see. Are they dangerous? One has a Molotov. Gonna want to shut down... I'm not saying that name. I'm gonna shut the Molotov down quick, because Avalka does not like fire. Which is funny, given that she uses a Hellcat burner. But the rest of them are pretty pathetic. Now, there is, of course, the wild boars, because they're Edekin. And they have one turret, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. This very much has the feel of like a necromancer and her like risen dead, given that I'm using ghouls and a single face. Alright, so the Molotov is back there. And they're about to start throwing, so I'm closing the distance. Oh no, they're fleeing or something. I don't know what they're doing. He, I think, killed his own. I think was it true? Yes. Yep. That was friendly fire. That's hilarious. 10-10 turret placement. It really protects that mountainside. Very, very efficiently. Alright, Windbin, or Windbiss. Windbiss. Got away, it's fine. A silver kid helmet? Okay. And payment received. The link. I wonder, I have her not ever fighting fires. I can't even extinguish Lordix, that's weird. There we go. Well, that was not difficult. That's a ruin. Okay, let's bounce. That was easy. I'm gonna end up with more meals than I left with, I think. I'll even take the steel, because we have horses to do the hauling. I'll take the mech slag, why not? Frag grenade, Molotov, prestige robe, birdskin. Where's that silver helmet? There was a kid helmet there somewhere. Yeah, here they are. Worth a little. Okay, that's good enough. Send and return home. So the payment is over here. Or was. And I'm going to stick that in Avalka's bedroom. So I know exactly where it is when she returns back. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow cultists.